What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Welcome to the last battle report of the Lincon tournament.
Yeah.
You ready? You ready for this?
Born ready.
Born ready. So far, this game is gonna make or break my reputation. Because I got 2 wins and 2 losses.
Yeah.
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 Also, David got 3 wins.
2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss.
How big was the loss?
Huge.
How big was the wins?
18-2, 14-6, 10-10. So
David doesn't have as much riding on this game.
no, I still want to win.
Still want to win, of course.
Want to place above average.
But what's your mindset? Like me, I've been crazy defensive. Like the last, I've been like half panicked. Have you been like, I got pretty good, I don't care, or you've been nervous too?
I've been nervous, absolutely, since it's a very new list for me. But most of all, like right now, my points are pretty good.
Yeah.
So I wanna stay pretty good. So I was thinking for this game, I'm gonna play exactly like you, crazy defensive, go for the draw, or maybe just like take the objective. Since we didn't know what the objective was, it was a random.
Yeah.
Random objective the last game. So I was thinking hopefully the objective will help me a bit, but a draw, probably the objective, nothing more. And if I did that, I would play it pretty good. So that's my plan.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm gonna play safe. Of course, I always have to support my main David, co-host Dave.
Yeah.
But secretly, I was like, if I get a big win and David got a big loss, I'm gonna jump ahead of him.
Motherfucker!
He doesn't even know it.
I'm gonna give him lies. Give me the word.
Oh, and yeah, this game was like the bad matchup, right? Yeah.
We take it after the game.
Yeah, okay. But I just remember, like, I was thinking about that. I think we discussed it.
Yeah.
And David got a fucking unlucky matchup. It was really bad.
Very bad.
And he was like, "Kimani, help me, man. What should I do?" And I really didn't have any answers for it.
You best. Jesus.
But if I did, I might be like, "Man, I don't know."
Shit. You probably have an answer, don't you?
Nah, it was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
But who am I facing?
That's the question. Who is it? Oh no.
Oh,
That
is it David?
is it co-host Dave?
No, actually, that would have been fun. Like in the last game, face up against each other. But this was the only other Vampire Counts player other than David. And I was like, okay, VC,
Yeah.
I can do it.
You can.
Probably. Shouldn't be too confident.
Shouldn't be.
Never. So basically, I chose Divination in this game. This was a game where both Divination and Pyromancy could have worked. I was really like going back and forth. After contemplating it, I decided to go with Divination. Let me go over his list. Let's see if you agree or not.
Yeah.
So the opponent was frontline, and the objective was random. So we rolled the objective before the game and got Holy Center.
All right.
And this is how it ended up. So
That favors him, though.
yeah, that favors him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't like. I feel like most objectives favors it. Like this is an army good at taking objectives.
Yeah.
Like the only one where like
Breakthrough, perhaps.
breakthrough and 2 pennies would it have been easier for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what he got. He got a Terrorgeist. Yeah. Have you seen this list? Yeah, you have. Terrorgeist, some chef, 4 Vampire Knights.
Mm-hmm.
Big unit of skeletons. It was 56,
And they are ranked up.
like 7
All right. Weird.
7 wide, 56 skeletons, and he got like two or three characters in there, one more in the zombie unit next to them.
Worth noting in his skeleton unit, he has a Lamia vampire, right?
Yeah, so basically this is the skeleton list. I've heard rumors about it.
You heard the tales.
Never faced it before, but I heard it's pretty legit. So yeah, the way it goes is the skeletons gets weapon skill 5, and if he gets off a single spell, they have lightning reflexes. He played them with spears and shields.
Alright.
So armor piercing, fighting extra rank, and he's gonna just try to rest them like crazy. That's the way it goes. He also has a 6-up regen on them from the bullshit wagon behind. What's the wagon called?
Used to be called Mortis Engine. Altar of Undeath.
Oh, you don't even know.
Altar of Undeath.
Alright.
With the book.
Yeah, the book, like extra cast, bullshit shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was he has his general and his BSB in the skeleton unit. They're both kitted out to be able to take some damage. Like for example, I think his general was like a 2-up, 4-up with blessed sword.
Alright.
Something like that. And in the zombie unit was a necromancer and a necromancer on a cadaver wagon.
Alright.
He has a dispel scroll and ring of fire.
Okay.
So a pretty heavy magic phase, offensive and defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Some more chef, some more swarms, and over here he gets 2 units of 3 vampire spawns and a unit of dogs.
Okay.
My list, you know it from before.
See?
Infamous. Sign it. So let's see if I remember. We went back and forth a bit, and I decided to go with Divination.
Yeah, good choice.
So the spells I got, I skipped signature, so
Okay.
no hard target distracting. Basically, the way I was thinking was, okay, Pyromancy is gonna help me pick off the shaft and the vampire spawns, and I could throw some fireballs at the Terrorgeist. Divination, it's not gonna help me as much with the shaft and the spawns. But if I want a big win, I need to be able to take that skeleton block down.
Yep.
And my thinking was, to be able to do that with all its racing and such, I'm gonna need some combat buffs.
Yeah. Yes.
And Divination is also better at taking down a Terrorgeist than fire. That was a bonus. But it's gonna be harder to take down the shaft and the spawns. But the way I was thinking was like, okay, I'm not gonna shoot away his skeleton unit or his zombies.
No.
So my shooting is gonna have to deal with those, and
Should be enough.
should be enough. So I went with Divination, got both the magic missiles, skipped the signature, also got rerolls to hit, divine attacks, and I got rerolls to hit and +2 weapon skill, +2 initiative.
Can help. Absolutely.
So deployment, we went back and forth a bit. Once I saw where like some of his stuff were going, I dropped everything so he could, because I was pretty sure here I was like, okay, he's gonna keep it within the bubble, he's gonna go for the center.
Of course.
So I was pretty sure where he was gonna go. I was just like, okay, I need to make sure I got something on the flanks for his spawns and Terrorgeist. So my general is covering this flank, my Knights of Raima and Vultures are covering the other flank, and he decided to drop the Terrorgeist and the spawns on the flank like I thought, and it should be, I think I got the tools to deal with them.
Yep.
So going into my turn 1, looks like this. So I move up a bit, not very aggressively, so like I could have marched up with the White Lions to hold the center, but I'm taking my time, not going up too aggressively. My Knights move down, I moved down enough to force a friendship check, but not more than that. So I'm pretty far away, and yeah, my archers just moved to be in range for some shooting and magic. And I decided to focus on the shaft first. So he had a unit of bats here that I killed. And I killed this unit of hounds that were here in front of the vampire spawn.
Alright, nice.
And this is probably just showing some skeletons dying from something. I think one of my bolt throwers was a little bit poorly positioned because I didn't know where he was gonna go, and he can only shoot on the skeletons. He's turn 1. He fails a French check here. No,
Fails it.
no. I don't think he fails it, but he declares it on my Reavers that flee.
Of course.
No problem. And he decides not to redirect, so he failed charges, like 3 inches or something.
Lucky.
Yeah, I hoped he was gonna fail charge further, so I could bam, charge him. But so we're still pretty far away here, and he moves up his Terrorgeist aggressively here to be in range to shoot at my general.
All right.
And out of charge arc, and he moves up his Vampire spawn on Vampire Knights on the hill. And okay, okay, it's not pleasant, the Terrorgeist shooting,
No.
but some targets are more sensitive against Terrorgeist screams than my general, like some other armies.
He has leadership 10, right?
Yeah, leadership 10 with Bluffers, so it has to reroll it. The averages is gonna get 1 wound through if he is on full wounds.
Yeah.
I think it's 0.75 wounds.
All right.
And so I'm like, I'll take that. And he screams at me, and he forgot that I had Bluffers, and he had to reroll it. It was still pretty scary, so average is 0.75. He rolls, and he gets 3. No, he gets 4 through, like with 6 dices, like 5 wounds, 5 of them wounds on a 4-up. He rerolls it, 4 of them still wounds.
Jesus.
So I was like, fuck. I got 4 dices in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
but I pass all ward saves.
Except 1. No, you passed all of them.
All of them. So I
All right.
didn't take a wound.
Good for you.
And he moves up a little bit with them, not full, but a little bit. He position his vampire spawns to cover the flank against my knights. And yeah, what's we checking here? This is the okay. Here is like some angles. Here's the scream. Going into my turn 2 then. So what I do is, see here,
Yeah.
he didn't think about it doesn't look like my general can charge anything, but I charge my Reavers at his skeleton bunkers so that my general can charge his vampire knights.
All right. Is this a long charge? No.
I need an 8, I think. So not very long.
Average.
Yeah,
Above average, even.
yeah, it should make it. Shouldn't be a problem. He was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, but yeah,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So that's why you see my Reavers charging his skeleton units, my general charges vampire knights. Pretty happy with that because it's a scoring unit. The vampire knights can be a threat. They're annoying to shoot off for me, and
Yeah, you don't want him in a flag.
yeah. So I will like, even though I want to play defensively, I need to take them.
Of course.
My Knights of Rama declare charge on the vampire spawn, and here I know I don't really have a plan for after that. Like after that, I'm gonna be 1 step behind, because if I charge them and kill them, I need to overrun to be out of arc from the other unit of vampire spawn.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn. I can reform, but like then it's gonna be like a rat and mouse game, but like where he has the edge and I can't take the charge. But
Don't you think? I think you can.
you think?
From vampire spawns,
Yeah.
definitely. They are toughness 4. You
Yeah.
hit before them, and you will not 4 plus.
5 strength 4 attacks, then he hits back.
Oh, you don't have double attacks on the charge. On the
Not only on the charge.
only R.
So it's just 5 strength
Oh,
4
okay, no,
attacks.
no, then no.
And if he kills 1, I'm not steadfast.
All right, I see your point.
But I decided to take it anyway, because if they just buy me some time and have the other units chase them around, I can shoot it down.
Mm-hmm.
And they all actually make it. So it looks like so.
Good for you.
Yeah. Going into rest of the movement, my White Lions move up a little bit further. My archers reform to focus everything on the Terrorgeist. I'm like hoping to take it down this turn because he could try a long charge on my archer units the turn after, and it's not crazy long. I think he will throw a 10 or something. It could go, and yeah. So I'm just gonna try to focus him down. I got 2 magic missiles for it, and the rest of my Reavers just moves up like so, thinking. Like first I was moving up like, okay, I can shaft them for the counter charge, but then I remember they fly, so, so I can't.
No shaft.
Spearmen just move up like so. They're not gonna fight a whole lot, but they might come in handy if I'm fighting the skeleton unit and they can block the zombie unit, or just to have more scoring within the objective.
Yeah, you can fight the zombie unit, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm just keeping them close. Going into let's look at this. In magic phase, I got a good phase, but he popped his scroll, so didn't get anything through. And between all my shooting, I put 3 wounds on him.
Alright.
So he has 3 left. I'm like, okay, he could still declare the charge, but he's gonna take a stand and shoot, dangerous terrain, and
not worth it.
Yeah, and if he breaks me and wants to pursue, he's gonna take another dangerous terrain. So I'm like, I'm good. I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
And my general pops the knights on the charge.
Of course.
I hadn't done the math in my head, so I wasn't really sure.
But you should, yeah.
But it felt good. It felt pretty good.
It felt pretty good.
And he was like, dang, that's... Oh, another thing I need to mention. I think he was pretty new to the tournament scene. He had played a while, but not at tournaments. And he had a couple of friends that were probably like, they used to play together, but they weren't as experienced as him, but just starting up. But his friends was coming with him to the tournament, because like they were like, okay, we want to see how
it is to play
at the tournament before they join. So we had like an audience, like I played against him and his 2 friends sat. They were really nice guys to talk to, but you know, they sat and we all talked, and it was like, oh, how does that work, and oh, that's cool. And the whole game they were like, while I was doing stuff, they were like, oh, High Elves, they got 1,000 special rules and shenanigans, and like, I want to play High Elves too. One of the guys was like, I play ogres, but I bought them because it's a low body count and like they're pretty straightforward. But now when I know the game, I want to play High Elves, man. They seem so cool. I was like, yeah, they're cool.
You're in the light side.
Yeah, so I got them in combat.
You gave a rear to the skeletons?
They can't see me.
Okay.
So I turned to also here to just to force the terror guys to fly back behind his lines. Go back to the shadows.
Disperse, you beast.
Yeah. That's literally the only motive, because I just didn't want him away. Yeah, my knights kill the spawns, of course, and overrun pretty far, like so. And don't really know what this shows. Going his turn 2. Yeah, he decided he heard my general scream, back to the shadows,
and he went back.
Back he went.
He has to scream some more.
But still in position to shoot, but you know, hiding behind the hill, doesn't want to take any more hits.
Is he really within 12 inches from his general? It seems very, very long.
Oh, I didn't remember to.
I thought about it the first turn, but this turn is definitely not, definitely not within 12 inches.
But maybe he didn't much though. He didn't move very far. Or did he?
He has a huge base. Yeah.
Anyhow. Flies up his shaft and moves up a little bit more with skeletons. He's moving up carefully. He reforms his zombies to face the flank.
Alright.
I didn't really think that was necessary, but still. I still have my Knights of Rima there. He positions his vampire spawns, so they see my Knights of Rima. And no, his turns are going pretty fast because there's no shooting. And in Magic, he's basically resting.
Yeah.
Resting stuff. I'm trying to stop him from resting stuff.
Not going through.
You know, basically letting one evocation through each turn. That's it. Stopping the rest.
Just one.
Basically.
You had a good magic face there.
And overview looks like this. This was weird. I think I was really cautious, fearing his spawn zombie unit because it can be a real hassle. And he cast it, but he decided to spawn it in front of his, like, I didn't want him to spawn zombies in front of my lions and stuff.
No.
But he spawned it in front of the zombies, like on that side. I was like,
Okay.
go ahead, my friend. I'm sacrificing my knights. I'm not gonna be there. There's no objective there. There's no reason for me to be here.
There's no winning on that side.
So I let it through, screaming. He might have done 1 win, but I think he did 0. Maybe 1 win. We'll see. My turn 3. So what I did was, I think it was a clear move, but I'll show you. So here basically this was a bit long to charge.
Yep.
It was like my general is facing the wrong direction.
Yep.
So I couldn't counter charge, and my white lions might have failed. So I was like, okay, I need to move up now to secure the objective, but I don't want to give him the charge. Like, I was like, okay, we're gonna fight, but I wanted to make sure if we're gonna fight, we're gonna do it in my turn, so I get a chance to buff my unit, and you don't. So I decided to postpone it 1 turn and did like so. So I placed my Reavers in the middle. Here I did a ton of mistakes where he could have capitalized on it, and I saw it like too late, but he didn't notice it. Or not a ton of mistake. I made 1 mistake. My thinking here was put the Reavers in front. You can charge them, overrun into my white lions, but the combat's gonna be on my turn, and then I can counter charge. I just need to. Oh no, this wasn't a mistake. I had a plan and I forgot about it. So my plan here was like, okay, I need to shoot away his shaft with my magic and my shooting, get rid of the bats, and I'm good. He can charge my Reavers with his skeletons, overrun into my white lions. I get the counter charge with my general and buffer my unit, and let's dance. So that was my plan. No fail. Going to magic phase, and basically I was so tempted, like, you know, the Chariot and the Terrorgeist, they're so tempting targets for my magic missiles. So I told.
Did you see the Terrorgeist?
Not the Terrorgeist, but I moved up exactly within range for the Chariot.
Alright.
And it was so tempting, so I forgot that my priority was the shaft. So I just put everything on trying to force through magic missiles on the Chariot instead. And yeah, my knights, what I did was, I should have a picture of my knights moving here. Picture where you are. Okay, what I did with my knights was I just reformed them to face the right side of the board.
Alright.
No, not I can swift reform and I can move 9 inches. What I did was, you can let me know if you see any other way out of this. If I reform to face the screen, the bolt throwers, and move 9 inches, I didn't get out of the arc from his spawns.
Okay.
So the way I did was I reformed them to face right, and I moved up. I moved up planning to flee when he declares the charge, because I wouldn't get out of the charge arc. So since I was planning to flee, I made sure I didn't move my full 9 inches, because I would be too close to the
board edge.
Yeah, so I was like, should I be at 11 or 12, 11 or 12? 11. So I put my unit at 11 because I didn't want to roll. If I place too far away and roll low, he still catches me. So I was like, so as far away as possible, but I still don't want to run off the board.
Alright.
So that's the way I place them, not the way you see them now. Between shooting and magic, I forgot to focus the shaft, but I do take out his Chariot.
Hurrah!
Hurrah! Huzzah! I even think I kill one of the shaft units.
All right.
Like between magic and archers, I kill the chariot, and my bolt throwers shoot at the shaft,
All right.
something like that. And that was my turn. Yeah, you see, it's like I think it's only like 2 wounds left on that guy or something like that.
All right.
So I almost get that one too. And that's when I see, okay, he can he can shaft my general just to postpone him, or he can charge the shaft into my White Lions, and
For what reason?
to charge the skeletons into my Reavers,
Oh, you think? Oh,
and
like
overrun into my White Lions,
Alright.
and the
He
skeleton.
could use his Terragast as shaft also.
Yeah, but I'll take that. That's still points I would take. If he does that, I'll probably don't know if I still would charge or not. I would probably try to buff up my units, but not charge my White Lions in.
All right.
Or maybe I'll take this. We'll see. But he could charge in his shaft in my White Lions just to do that combat last, so the skeletons overrun into my White Lions and they can still fight. Here, going into his turn 3, he declares a charge on my knights. I placed my knights 11 from the board. I rolled 11.
Of course.
So they died, but still they are like in the middle of the field, so I get to shoot at them next turn. Yeah, this is his turn 3. Showing the same thing here. He takes this charge, and so we're in combat now. We couldn't move them into base contact, and he did. Basically, he was here. You can see he was inexperienced at tournaments because he didn't think he tried to place his shaft. He was like, when it's only one, they are not wide enough to shaft you, I think. So I'm not gonna shaft you, but I'm just gonna angle them. So if I get, he didn't say this. Like I figured this out during his turn. He was trying to. He just placed them so they didn't really shaft me, but if he spawned his second bat back, it would shaft me.
That's really weird.
Yes.
Yes. Conclusion.
No, but I was here. I was like in an ethical dilemma. So I would really like to hear your thoughts, because I in my head, he could have shafted my general and just
Of course.
like, okay, my general would come in to combat 1 turn later. He didn't see, didn't know that he could shaft me, but
How?
he would. I don't know.
It's like it's so obvious. Place it at an edge to edge. Your general has to turn away from the, so he can't overrun it.
But maybe he wasn't really sure how wheels work compared to pivots or something, because his skeleton unit is pretty wide. So like I could charge to the end of the unit or to the front of the unit or something. I don't know, but basically he was just like placing them a bit away. But during the magic phase he was trying to spawn another bat so that I couldn't charge him.
Alright.
So he obviously wanted to shaft me, but he didn't. The ethical dilemma is, should I have had said something like
explain it.
like, dude, if you want to shaft me, you can stand like this.
If you're a good guy, yes.
Okay.
But if you want to teach him a lesson, no.
What would you have done?
I would teach him a lesson.
So you wouldn't have told him?
No, I would do it like this. After his moon phase is over, so he can't change anything, then I would explain to him, you're not shafting me right now, but you could have placed it like so, and I would be shaft. An FYI for the next game. But not in my game.
Yeah, so I was a little bit torn, but I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. He might
He has to be taught.
he might get the spell through. But I'm saving everything. But yeah, I was a little bit torn. But guy, if you're watching this, you're a really nice opponent, and now you know.
Now you know. You could have shat with one bat.
No,
Probably
and-
even better level 2.
Yeah, but he's still placing me so I can't go in perfectly. Like he left me room for a wheel, so I can charge the front rank of the skeleton. So he almost shot me.
Oh.
Okay, that was a long tantrum about Chef. Where were we? This is still his turn.
Yeah, he made the charge.
In Magic, I think he didn't get any significant buff off apart from keep resting his skeletons are not 56 anymore. They are more than that. And he probably put some wounds back on the Terrorgeist. And yeah, kills my Reavers, of course, and overruns into my White Lions like so. We are really standing. We couldn't because of the heal and everything, but he maximized. So
Alright.
one more White Lion is in combat, and he didn't get the spell through to spawn another bat.
Unfortunate.
Man, I'm sorry. Let's see how many guys he got. I want to know. Oh yeah, and this like a small thing, but still I think I was pretty clever here. I think you will agree. So here,
He causes fear, so he's stunned.
no, that I know. That's not very clever.
Alright.
What I was usually moves like this, me included, usually you're like, oh, we don't even have to fight this, right? Like
the shaft.
yeah, the skeleton. Like okay,
No, in this tournament, I fought everything.
you thought that okay. Here I was like, I actually want to do the combat. Can you just check because he has a character there with higher initiative? Just check how many Reavers he kills, so I know if I can strike or not. This character kills 2 Reavers, 2 or 3.
Alright.
I was like, okay, my 2 Reavers that's left, allocate their attacks at your champion. Try to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the champ.
Ah.
Great. So now if I charge him with my general in my turn, we have no champ.
He has a BSB though.
Yeah, but still,
Still, yeah.
a
no
lot
shaft.
better
Than a shaft, yeah, definitely.
for my BSB to kill it, for my general to kill his BSB than a champ.
Definitely.
And if, let's say, if I hadn't done that, he would challenge with his champ, I would kill it, back to his turn, spawn the
You
champ
don't
again.
have a champion of White Lions.
I did.
Alright.
But he would challenge with his champ, I would kill it, his turn, he would spawn the champ, challenge with the champ. So this, I was like, that's really smart.
Yeah, good thinking.
So going into my turn 4, here you can see where he left the room so I could win.
Jesus.
So yeah,
Even he could have even if he spawned the second bat, how would he shaft you?
I don't really know.
He didn't
he would.
forward. Jesus, fuck me. Alright, whatever.
So my general declares a charge here, gets in like so.
Not even in front rank anymore. Ah, Christ.
And let's see. There's not a lot of other movements. My spearman unit is the reason they are exactly behind them is to contest objective.
Alright.
My archer unit also move up to contest objective. So this way I was like, worst case, like the way we're positioned, his zombies can't fit. Worst case scenario, I don't kill his skeleton bunker,
Alright.
but he's not gonna kill my general.
No.
So I still got the objective
How?
because it's holy center, and I got 3 scoring units here.
Within 6.
Yes, the objective is in my the back rank of my White Lions.
Oh, I thought the black markers are between his skeletons and his zombies. Right?
Ah, no.
Alright.
So
Yeah, he's still. Yeah.
should I show it?
Yeah, no, I get it.
So I was like, okay, I have heard a lot about this racing skeleton unit. Don't really know how it's gonna go, but worst case scenario, I should still have the win here.
Yep. Definitely.
And going into shooting, archers shoot at the shaft.
The mage.
No.
the Terrorgeist.
How did I kill the Terrorgeist?
It's-
Oh,
it's-
yeah,
you
yeah.
see the moment of death.
What I did, man, I did some sneaky things here, man. Catch something. I learned from my first 2 losses. Now I'm not missing anything.
Alright.
My mage jumped from the archer unit to the spearman unit to see the Terrorgeist, so I can magic him. Because you see, he's behind the hill, but
Wow.
there was an angle here.
Super sneaky.
It wasn't very sneaky, but I didn't catch it now when I did the battle report. So I killed the Terrorgeist.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't get any buffs through this turn because
I don't think it needed.
yeah, but it was basically he had to choose between letting the buffs through or killing the Terrorgeist, and he chose
Yeah.
stop the buff, Terrorgeist dies. Shooting kills. Oh, this was crazy, man. This was crazy. 3 bolt throwers shooting at his spawns.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I need 2 turns to kill them, but they're not gonna be. I'm gonna have enough time so I can kill them before they do anything, like kill my bolt throwers or something.
Yeah.
And I shoot with all 3 and I roll to hit. This is the roll. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
18, right?
14, 16. Every dice hit. Alright? I was like, we both were like staring at the dice, like what the fuck? Roll to wound. This was a to wound roll.
Oh,
So
you did.
yeah, out of 18, 13 wounds. So they dead. This is after combat. So I issued a challenge with my general, and he declined it. And
Really?
yeah, he declined it.
Mm.
And I took away his BSP. And
Not his vampire.
no, because his BSP, the way, okay, we did a mistake. I learned afterwards we did a mistake in this game. We can go over it right now.
Oh, you thought the warband wouldn't work.
No, the way we calculated combats was like, okay, let's say I win by bunch. All right, he said he could the maximum crumble is 12 because he's steadfast.
Yep.
And he then could remove, like, take 3 minus because 3 ranks.
From due to the BSB, right? Yeah, absolutely. So
Wait.
9.
Yeah, so 9. Then another one because he has a BSP, and another one because he's necromantic aura from the cadaver wagon, and then he took away 3 additional ranks for the BSP and like the war banner. So like, even though I don't really know vampires, I only heard that this setup was really good, like the racing list and all the static. So I was like, okay, damn, I see why it's really good, because even if you win by 20, you crumble like 3 guys. I was like, okay, man, I can see why people run this list. That's crazy powerful. But then you told me that's not how it works.
Not even close.
Can you tell me how it works?
Alright, basically, as first, you're right. He's steadfast, so his maximum crumble is 12.
Yeah.
Then he has a BSB, so he can deduct the ranks he has, the current rank bonus, so 3 from the crumble, so you should crumble 9 a turn. Basically.
No other minus.
No other minuses.
Not even the necromantic.
The necromantic aura, of course, yeah. 1 minus.
So he should crumble 8 each time.
8 each time.
Alright, okay, so the mistake we did was all the combat rest that he had that wasn't from kills. Like, let's say he kills 10 white lions, he has 10 combat rest there. But the standard, the war standard,
All
the
the
ranks,
statics.
all the static combat rest, we added all of that to minus from the 12. But that could have increased his combat rest from 8 to 15, but I still win by 12.
Yeah, exactly.
So and it goes down to 8. So we did it a little bit wrong there. But that's why I chose his BSB, because in my head his BSB gave him 3 ranks twice,
Yeah.
standard and war standard. No, BSB and war standard. So he got like 8 combat rest points. I was like, BSB is out.
Jesus. Yeah. When you played it, definitely.
So you can see I killed a ton. After this first combat, I was like, whew. Even though he only crumbled like 4, I was like, it's okay.
Yeah,
I-
that team's going down.
Yeah, I killed. How many? He was like 7 by
Lot.
8. He was like 60 guys, and I killed like I don't know 25 maybe, a lot. He killed a couple guys back, like
5.
5 white lions. Yeah, 5. And we go into. Yeah, okay. So this is with my lion striking and my crew. No, everything has strike, so I killed even more. And 4, his turn 4. He
tries to raise.
Yeah, guess so.
Did
Oh,
you-
okay. Here there are fewer pictures. So in his turn, basically not. Let's see, where should we go? He raises some guys, and there's not a lot of things happening. Not a lot of movement or anything.
Oh, no,
like
of course not.
this
He
is-
tries to raise up his unit.
yeah, he tries to raise up his unit, and I think here, this is where, like my dice from the turn, I had crazy dice with the bolt throwers.
Yeah.
So somewhere the dice has to even out, because I don't think I made a single, like from all of his attacks I had 5 up armor saves. My 4 up went to 5 up.
Yeah.
But he killed a bunch of guys, and I killed very little of him. So this is after combat. So from being very confident, I was like, okay, I'm still confident, but that was weird. So we're like about the same number of models, the skeletons, like my white lions against the skeletons and his characters, but I also have, like, I'm only confident because I have my general there, and he can beat me with that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, it's good. And we just, this is, like, I'm not even sure what turn this is, because we're just,
You're jumping back and forth between.
I'm just
combat.
taking pictures when, like,
Yeah.
people die. So yeah, you see, you keep grinding me down. I'm like, shit, this is, he might get my white lion unit, points for that. And he places his zombies like so. They're not in combat, but he places them like so, so they are within they contest the objective. And yeah, I still thought it was a bit risky by him, because now he can't rest too much. He can rest a little bit more.
Yeah. But it's not getting a lot of educations through either way. So.
And we here he rests some guys back up, and now all of a sudden, he's down to like 4 skeletons here or something
Mm-hmm.
against my 7 white lions or 6, and bam,
All of a sudden,
I'm
there's another unit there.
hey man, this is not really good. Because from being certain I had the objective, if he kills all the white lions and have his skeletons and the zombies, we draw the objective now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of points swinging in that case. And we keep grinding it out, and fewer. Yeah, this is like some picture of my armor save rolls. They were crap, like for the
Last couple of turns, yeah.
yeah. So all of my white lions die.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So we stand like so, and I'm like, I didn't want to charge in the spearmen or the archers, because I just saw, I was a little bit unsure about the capabilities of the racing, because like jump back 2 turns, I thought it looked like my white lions had that unit, and I was like, no, it looks like my units, my spearmen and archers should be able to charge in and just wipe them out. But
Yeah,
I was-
yeah, I get the trouble you have. Like, they're still weapon skill 5.
yes,
Still have a vampire. They have a
a BSB.
yeah. It's not very killy, but it can do some hurt, especially against elves.
So I was, after they wiped, basically here I need to decide if I just want to take like withdraw on the objective, and maybe I win a bit on. I'm gonna have a small victory just on points.
Yeah.
Or do I charge in, try to wipe his main unit to win. Then I get his main unit. Then it's a big win because I get his 2 characters, his main unit, and objectives. So
Yeah,
it's
of
a
course.
big point swing. But I was a little bit spooked about the White Lion combat
Mhm.
when he just killed them. I was like, what the fuck? And like he's gonna keep raising them. So I took like a couple of minutes thinking like, do I play it safe? Do I play it aggressively? And my last turn, and I decide to go in. I was really torn here, but the way I was thinking was, I looked where his characters were,
Yeah.
and I saw I could charge in, like so, and place them so his characters aren't in base contact with my characters.
All right.
So I was like, okay, at least I know I will have my characters left.
He can still jump 2 characters, maybe.
Not if he's in base. If he's not in combat, he can.
Oh right, that's another special rule. So.
But like if he's not in combat, but in the front, he can jump.
Mhm.
But the way it worked was he's in combat now, but I think only his BSB can strike at my BSB, but nothing else. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna lose any characters.
How tanky is your BSB?
Not tanky. He's
That's. You do realize he has multiple wounds too, right? Against your BSB.
no, I didn't.
All right.
But
He does.
I was like, my BSB isn't that
Valuable.
costly. My mage costs like 650 points or something like that.
All right. All right.
So I was like, as long as it doesn't kill my mage. So I decided to go in and try to wipe them. But I was really spooked, but I'm like, I'm gonna buff and everything. He managed to stop Stars Align Bubble,
All right.
but he can't stop +2 weapon skill, +2 initiative.
Yeah, that's you.
So that still makes it so everything hits on 2s, and my spearmans can strike. He can't kill a bunch of spearmans with his characters that can't. So I lose attacks.
Nope.
So all my spearmans can strike. Doing the combat, shooting, they kill some zombies. And okay, the way it ended was, I managed to, with my attacks, I killed all the skeletons.
Yeah.
I think it was like 13 of them.
All right.
With his characters, he kills like 5 spearmen, and I pop him.
Mhm.
So I got the main unit, I lost my White Lions, won the objective. So it turned out good. So I was glad I took the charge.
Yeah.
We added up the points, and it ended at 19-1 to me.
A very good victory.
So it was a big victory. What do you think about the last game? How did I play? How did he play?
Well, of course, then. I don't know. The chef, hassle, he did. But once again, it's not your fault. He should have known. So it's a lesson taught.
Yeah.
But you played well, definitely. I don't see any point in the game where I would do anything different from your side, from his side, of course. But who knows? Might have not panned out to me either. So you played well. You know what? Forget the chef. He didn't chef your unit. He used some weird shit with his BSP and crumbling, so kind of evens out, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, if I hadn't done that, I would have wiped his.
Unit before that, yeah. So it evens out. Yeah, it was a good game. You won fair and square.
Thank you. So end result for me. Should we do that or you go
Yeah,
first?
take your end result, then we take my game quickly.
All right. So this last game was a big victory. So it ended up like first game I think I got 0 points. Second game 2 points. Third game I got like 14 points. Fourth game like 16 points, and last game 19. So I ended up at 50 points exactly. So average 10 points a game. So I ended up in the middle of the pack, like 15th place out of
28.
28. So I was going into the tournament. I hoped for a little bit better, but I was still satisfied, especially after the beginning.
Yeah.
I was happy with the end result.
You climbed.
what did we say about? We made predictions before.
Yeah, you wanted to be above average, a bit above average, not a lot, but
Yeah, we said between 10 and 15, right?
yeah. So yeah, you're good.
Yeah, can't complain. What's okay? Yeah, and I really enjoyed. I got to face different armies each game.
Yeah, that's rare.
And
You should play one army like two times at least.
yeah, and also all my opponents was fun to play against.
Yeah,
I had,
that's the best part. That's the most important part at least.
yeah, I had a couple of tournaments where that wasn't really the case. Or like at least one guy was like,
Not,
"Dude, what the fuck, bro?"
not the best opponent, but yeah.
So I had a great time. How about you?
All right, my last game, the dreaded list I faced was against a Demon's list with a Scourge of Wrath and a lot of close combat. And I don't know if you watched all the battle reports, but basically my list handles shooting very well, close combat somewhat. But the thing is, if he has a flying close combat mounter like the Scourge of Wrath, I don't know what to do. So I didn't know what to do.
Basically, what takes it over the edge is he had a flying mobile combat monster, and like for you that's fine if your best combat guy is your vampire on a dragon, but if his monster was stronger than yours,
So
and if that's the case, you have no way of dealing with it.
no, exactly. I could have tied. If he wasn't flying, I could have used my big blocks of skeletons or zombies to just grind it out with him. But since he's flying, he don't care about them. But here's the thing: in the first 3 rounds of the game, it went very well for me. Then it swung back, and he got a huge victory. I think 18-2 or 19-1. I think. So yeah.
Valiant fought.
Yeah. Unfortunate that I faced that kind of list in my last game. Otherwise, I would have been in a better placing. But it taught me as well to change up the list a little bit. So it humbled me again. I always get humbled with tournaments.
We both got humbled this time, man.
We sure did. But overall, I had a great tournament. I had a great couple of 2 days. Great weather, good food. Couldn't hope for more.
Alright. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you hear and saw, drop a comment down below.
course.
Let us know.
Let us know.
And see you next time.
See you next time.